Cheevo, guys!
What up, guys? This is
Cheevo, guys!
here back with an achievement guide for Devious Dungeon 2. This game was developed by WoblyWare and published by Ratalaika Games. Overall, the achievements are pretty easy. However, the game itself is pretty difficult. You can choose 3 different characters at start, either the barbarian, the mage, or the rogue. I decided to play the game with the barbarian. However, to be honest, the mage is probably the easiest option because he has distant attacks with his magic. Now, the way the game works is you spawn in your town at the beginning of the game. If you end up dying, you will spawn back into the town. The town has a shop where you can buy weapons, armor, potions, and trinkets. They all affect your stats in various ways. I usually spend my money on armor and weapons. Now you're going to jump into the portal, and this is going to take you to the level map. Now, the way the game works is there is 6 different chapters. The first one is the mines. Each chapter has 4 levels, and each level has 3 dungeons. Now, the way the levels work is you have to beat all 3 dungeons without dying. If you die, you will spawn back into the town and you will have to start that level over again. Some tips and tricks about making it through all 3 dungeons without dying would be to try to level up during one of the 3 dungeons. If you happen to level up, your life will increase to full HP, so that will help you accomplish getting past that level. Now, I was originally going to upload a guide showing all of the secret rooms. Each dungeon has a treasure or a what they call a tome, or a book basically, that helps you gain XP. So basically, each level, the goal is to find the key that will open the portal at the end of the level, but also to find the hidden room that will have treasure and or the tome or booklet. Now you're going to get your first achievement for completing the tutorial level. Now, just a note, all of these levels are randomly generated. The spawn is randomly generated. The location of the key is randomly generated. So it's really pointless for me to upload a guide on where the secret rooms are. They're pretty easy to find. Here in the first level, you're going to be getting your second achievement for leveling up for the first time. So for the first half of the game, we are going to be looking out for the secret rooms in each dungeon. Again, they either have treasure or the books that give you experience. There are 2 achievements related to each type. There are achievements related to getting 5 books and 6 treasures. So you're going to keep finding the secret rooms until you net both book achievements and both treasure achievements. After that, you can try to zoom through the levels by just finding the keys and then finishing the level. As you play the game, I would recommend, again, investing into some new weapons and armor. The best type of weapons are the weapons that do damage even after you hit them. So like there is swords that make them bleed out after you strike them, or there are weapons that freeze them or give a fire effect. Now, when you complete all 3 dungeons and a level is complete, you're going to end up in this after area where you can access the shop and the priest. Now, when you first run into the shop, you're going to want to purchase a piece of armor, a weapon, a trinket, and a potion. All 4 will net you an achievement. After that, you're going to want to walk up to the priest. If you are missing any health, he charges $50 or 50 coins to heal you. Once again, you're looking for the secret rooms. Once you've found 6 treasures, you're going to get the Collector 2 achievement. Once you have found 5 books or tomes, you will get the achievement related to that. That is the Bookworm achievement. Now, you're going to encounter mini bosses. They're going to have a little red life bar above them, like this gentleman here. You are going to get 2 achievements related to the mini bosses. You are going to get an achievement for defeating your first one, and then your 6th one. Again, the mini bosses have a red life bar above them. Now, the main bosses are going to be at the end of each chapter, so technically the 5th level in each chapter. The first boss is pretty easy to defeat. It's the Earth Elemental boss. Just attack him, and if he starts running at you, just jump over him. This guy is pretty easy to defeat. If you haven't yet, go ahead and press Y to pop up the map. That is going to net you the I'm Not Lost achievement. Technically, you can get that in the first level. That could be the first achievement that you get. Now, eventually you will kill 100 enemies, and you will net the Deathbringer achievement. The second boss is going to be the Undead Knight. Again, this boss is pretty easy to beat. Just attack him, try to dodge his attacks, and then attack him again. There we go. Dead Undead, 90 gamer points. Each of the bosses give you a 90 gamer point achievement. The third boss is the Troll Master. This is where the bosses start getting a little trickier. You aren't necessarily going to be able to just spam them and kill them. You're going to have to dodge their attacks, learn their attacks, so on and so forth. Just follow my video and make sure to be patient. Patience is your best friend, especially in this game. In the later bosses, I found myself needing to take a break. And if for some reason you're getting stuck, go back to an old boss and just keep beating that boss. That will get you a bunch of money. That way you can upgrade your weapons and armor. Take some patience, especially if you haven't built up or leveled up your life that much yet. Just dodge the punches, go back in. I feel like you could do the most damage when he's jumping above you right here. Just stay in the middle. Attack on both sides. When he starts running, he usually does I think 2.5 laps. Oh wow. Okay, maybe 3. There we go. Almost. Alright, there we go. Again, defeating the bosses gives you a lot of money. Once you're leveled up, you can go back to a boss like that and beat him really easy. Now, once again, once you get far enough in the game and you don't need to find the books or the treasure chests or the treasures anymore, You can zoom through the level, just find the key and finish the level, and you're pretty much going to be doing that the second half of the game. I found myself zooming to get the keys and then trying to finish the level right away. Because after you've got the achievement for finding the books, killing the mini bosses, then really all you have to do is beat the game. So you're gonna just want to find the keys and zoom through the levels. Now this is a slug boss. This is the first boss I really had issues with. Again, you're just gonna have to be patient. Make sure you go back and hit him in between every one of his attacks. He's going to spit the fireballs, go in, hit him again, run away. He's going to do some laps. Make sure you jump over him. And then he's going to end up doing this attack where he swings his sword 3 times. After that attack, you want to make sure you go in again. That's where you're going to have the most time to attack him. Dodge the balls, and then go back in. And that's pretty much the strategy for this boss. It's just going to be rinse and repeat. You're going to have to be very patient. Don't get impatient or you're just going to end up dying over and over again. And again, it helps if you have upgraded weapons, upgraded armor. And I gotta say, this game would be a lot easier if I would have selected the mage. Because they could shoot magic, and that's distant attack, versus the other 2 characters are up close and personal. I mean, you guys see how I'm beating this boss. You gotta be patient. Patience is key. One thing you guys do not see is how many times I died trying to beat this game. Again, achievements are easy. The game itself is not so easy. Alright, perfect. There we go, 90 gamer points, got the worm food achievement. The next boss is going to be the summoner. Now this is a boss I had a lot of trouble with as well. Now what you're gonna have to do is you can find a sweet spot that he has when he lifts up his weapon and he starts raining the fireballs from above. You'll see there's a sweet spot where the attack doesn't hit you, and that's where you could really get the most hits in, right here. Perfect spot, not getting hit. Other than that, you're just going to have to dodge, jab, dodge, jab. That's the way it works with a lot of these bosses. It takes patience. Jab a little bit, run away. Jab a little bit, run away. Jab a little bit. Oh man, he got me. Alright, here we go. That's that sweet spot I was telling you about. And there you go. Another 90 gamer points. Summoned, or defeating the summoner. Alright guys, there's only one more boss coming up. Now, you do get an achievement for finding 60 keys. You'll get that eventually. That's what that was right there. And then this is the last boss. Now, this is a tricky boss as well. Once again, I think there's a little sweet spot when you're pretty close to him, but not too close. Jump back, hit the skeletons, go back to the sweet spot. Dodge the fireballs, sweet spot. Jump, hit the skeletons, go back to the sweet spot. Dodge the fireballs, go back to the sweet spot. He's going to summon the skeletons again, jump back, defeat the skeletons, and go back to the sweet spot. A lot of this is just figuring out the bosses and just a little rinse and repeat. That's going to be the last achievement for completing the game. Got another game completion. Congratulations, guys. Stay tuned for the next achievement guide.